What's up, guys? Today we're going to be focusing on part 2 of the American traditional tattoo style. Each color we work with, we're going to need to thin out with water. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't want to cry. I start by laying down water on the section I'm going to be working on. When doing this, it allows the water to move around and blend the pigment much easier. Thought you looked so fine. Guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we... After getting the blend nice and even, we can come back with more pigment and blend that into the area. To smooth out fades, we are consistently blending using water, continuing to build up opacity. Opacity is just a fancy word for the amount of pigment. This technique will be used for every section with every color. When using lighter colors like yellow, white, and pinks, etc., you'll need to add a few layers. This is totally normal. Here I'm starting to work in the brown shades. What I'm trying to show is, when there are many sections close enough together, it's best to work them at the same time. This creates consistency and time efficiency. Here's a tip for blending colors. Place the colors near each other on your paint palette. Make small circles, picking up pigment of both shades until you get the desired color. Add water to the desired color to get the consistency that you would like. For solid color areas, thin your pigment with water to a consistency that is movable. Just keep brushing it on, trying to keep the flow consistent. When we use black, that's going to make everything stand out and really pop. Putting black next to color makes the color much brighter. This part, like every other part, we're going to want to use a lot of water to thin out our pigment. In this clip, it really shows how the fading process works. When you get your fade in place, it's time to fill the rest of your section with solid pigment. Fading pigment on top of pigment is the hardest part of this whole process. For lack of better words, the pigment is very slippery. This probably sounds strange, but when applying pigment on top of pigment, there just isn't a lot of grip. The key of this portion is to take your time. A quick tip is to let the section dry while you move on to another section, then come back to the section that is dried and keep building up that pigment. When I'm painting my background, I use leather stain. I'm sure any stain would work. I personally prefer EcoFlow, but you can really use anything that is water-based. I want it to look like it's been hanging in a tattoo shop for 40 years. where everyone has been chain smoking since your grandfather was a little boy. I start with a light tan and lots of water. Again, lots of water. I go around the perimeter as well as the inside image. Now I use a light brown and build that up slowly as well. Clear coating starts by pouring on the acrylic finisher. I only want the painted areas coated. I find when I clear coat the stitch line, once I punch and stitch the project, the stitching area gets chunky and flaky. I apply at least 2 coats of clear coat on every project. If this video helped you out in any way, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you know when I release another video like this. Below in the description is a list of trusted suppliers. Please feel free to check them out. Have a great day, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.